So, my friend Alex and I went to Zanies to support some of our comic friends because they did a comedy show. And after that, we went up the street to this dive bar and hung out for a few hours. And something that I noticed at this bar, it's like COVID never even happened. It's crazy because as liberal and progressive as a lot of these people are, they're not the type that believe the media to the extent that they're all like still wearing masks and in their apartments and condos and houses or wherever, you know, freaking out. But you know, the media paints a completely different picture than what's really going on in the real time. Like, if you want to know what's happening in reality, you can just go to a dive bar and oh shit, I need my headlights on. Because if you're at a dive bar, it's like whatever's happening in the world ceases to matter because everybody's fucking trashed, you know? And honestly, I would much rather be around that than be around a bunch of bullshit, you know, like people whining about stuff that they're told to whine about. If you really want to say fuck the elite, go to a local business, give them your hard-earned money, and get fucking wasted. Do that shit. And enjoy it. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Drink water so you don't experience a hangover, okay? Maybe eat some food. Oh, this is my jam right here. This is my favorite song by the 13th Floor Elevators. I talked to this guy tonight who's a huge fan of my stuff. His name's Carl. He looks like a Vietnam veteran. He's not. But he told me that he does all these like random comedy shows at like delis and donut shops, and he wants me to do something for him. For the sake of life, the seeds of hope will bring sun. That's cool. It's very true. See, I just want to talk about Jesus. It's like I want to talk about Jesus and I want to talk about politics, but like I have to find a way to make that shit funny, you know? I mean, I think that what I'm struggling with is like, what do I want to do? Do I want to keep doing comedy, or do I want to do just like a completely different art form? You know, because just watching comedy tonight, I don't know. I don't think that I could be like commercially successful because I'm just so out there. I'm too counterculture. I can still support that. Like, I just, it's like I don't agree with like anything that people do in this culture. But I can act as if I do, you know, go into a dive bar. Everybody thinks that you're drunk. If you're around a bunch of people that are getting plastered, they're just gonna assume that you're also plastered. And what's really cool about being crazy is that you can vicariously be plastered and you don't have to do anything yourself. Just being in that kind of environment where you're heavily immersed in a sea of booze-induced oblivion, you know? It's a beautiful thing, and I'm not being sarcastic. I think it's awesome to have that level of appreciation for things that you're not even participating in, but you're still, you know, part of that experience, and you can enjoy it through other people. And you know, I had a lot of drunk people ask me my name, which was stupid because they're not going to remember it. I'm not going to remember their name either, and I'm not even drunk, you know? I remember the last time I was at this bar, there was some really, really drunk bitch that wanted to hang out with me so bad. Never heard from her. I gave her my number. I think I even texted her. I was like, hey, I'm that one sober person that she met at the park. She never texted me back. I reckon. Ooh, we're on the turnpike. Isn't that exciting? I think this is the turnpike where my friend Colton threw a pack of cigarettes out the window. I was with him when he did that. We both tried to quit so bad and we couldn't do it. Neither one of us could do it. I quit smoking like 4.5 years ago. I think he quit smoking a couple years ago. But yeah, every time that I'm tempted to smoke cigarettes, it's like I just tell myself, you know, you could just pretend to smoke. You could pretend to smoke, and you could be around people that smoke, and that would be essentially the same thing without wasting a bunch of money and hating yourself for going back to a 2-pack a day habit, you know? But honestly, I've been thinking about it though because of the simple fact that a lot of the stuff that they tell us is really bad is actually not really bad. It's like all these other things are factoring into people getting cancer. It's not cigarettes. Like, I know people that smoke, like, they smoke their whole life and, like, they're totally fine. I think that the reason why they push this narrative is because it helps the government, because then they can regulate cigarettes. What if it's just all the chemicals and all the additives? What if it has nothing to do with tobacco? I mean, I know that smoking is obviously not good. Inhaling smoke, you know, is probably going to be bad for your throat and your lungs and all that, but somebody told me recently that if you eat right, you can continue to smoke cigarettes. So I guess we'll just see. But I'm worried that if I started smoking, like, I would never fucking stop. Like, I would smoke like 5 packs a day. And honestly, I can't afford that. That is an expensive ass habit, especially when you're Amy Gross.